Hello everyone, my name is Tom Cull and I am a creative writing professor here at Western in the English and Writing Studies program. I'm also an environmental activist, community organizer, poet, and artist, and I'm so pleased to be here to talk to you about how I understand my work in relation to this theme of saving the planet. So, global warming, plastic pollution, biodiversity loss, environmental racism, habitat destruction, ongoing colonial violence, world health. These are the interrelated problems that define our times. And so what role does arts and humanities have to play in confronting these problems? I would argue that it has a central role to play. The saving of our planet will be an act of the imagination. If we're going to reimagine our relationship with the living world, and we must, we're going to need new stories and new ways of seeing the world. And we're also going to need old stories too. Old stories that have been forgotten, ignored, and silenced. And where do we find the stories that can help us build a better way forward? I think we begin with the ground under our feet. Because how, why, and what we learn should be an extension of where we learn. I teach a creative writing course at Western where we spend over half of the time outside the classroom, exploring wetlands, waterways, and the forested areas that comprise our campus. We speak with Indigenous knowledge keepers about land-based pedagogy and the history of the territories on which we are learning. We are given guided tours from biology professors and graduate students who teach us about the animal and plant species that call our campus home. We speak with artists who place ecology at the center of their art practices. And we get our hands dirty by participating in river cleanups and other environmental initiatives on campus aimed at reducing our ecological footprint and building sustainable learning. We do all this while reaching out beyond our campus to partner with people in London who are working in their communities on issues of environmental justice and ecological health. So in my class, you might find yourself fishing a beer fridge out of the river, collecting songbirds killed by window strikes, or having close encounters with animals that you've never even heard of before. And while you are doing this, you'll also be creating. Writing, photographing, filming, interviewing, sketching, painting. In this class, we bring together making with doing. Because to save the planet, we need art and activism to spring from the same soil, to branch from the same tree. The work of creating is hard, but it is joyful. You add in some activism and action, and you have all the ingredients you need to make hope. And hope is what we need in these times. It isn't something we will passively find, but something we will actively make together. I thank you for your time and attention, and I wish you all the very best as you plan your next great adventure.